Okay, so once again you are most welcome. We are continuing with our revision series and we are in for item 009. Okay, our revision series of mathematics, and this is strictly coming from set theory. Okay, good. So without wasting time, let's get the real work and okay, see what next. Please request you to subscribe to the channel because that's the only way you can show support to us. Alright, good. So without wasting time, let's go with the question. Alright, please, we remind you to subscribe without wasting time. Let's get to the real question. We slowly analyze it and see the way forward. So we remind you to share, like, and also comment. Okay, let's get there. Alright, so here we are. Let's apply here. Maybe I will just use. So they're saying to enhance the yields of rice. So we are getting for section B part 1. Section B part 1 is where you have the item 3 and item 3 and item 4. Section B part 1 is where you have item 3 and item 4. Please be reminded. Okay, good. So we have to enhance the yields of rice, beans, sugarcane, and peas in Iganga district. The Ministry of Agriculture's Farmer Training and Capacity Building Program conducted a survey yielding the following findings. Among the 8 rice farmers surveyed. Now, I decided want you to note. You realize that here the farmers they surveyed were 80, but those farmers, all of them, each farmer there grows rice, meaning that rice is their major cash crop. So 80 farmers surveyed grow rice. It means that here there's something that has to analyze. It means that here we have our rice. Okay, good. 45 grow beans. Now, out of these rice farmers here, you realize that number in beans, okay, is how much? Number in beans is how much? Alright, number in beans is how much? It is okay. Now I'm using letter B to mean beans. It is 45. Let's summarize slowly. Okay, good. The next, alright, here 45 grow beans. Okay, 60 cultivate sugarcane. That's number in S. So number in S, 60 cultivate sugarcane. Okay, we'll get there. Please, I beg you to keep this set number because it has something to learn from. As usual, just like the set numbers, they have different techniques and different logic parts. And in this, we have a good one for you. So, and 5 focus solely on peas. 5 focus solely on peas. Now, it solely means that only, so that number, let's get here, number in peas, allow me to write it like this, number in peas only is how much? Is 5. Okay, good. Solely on peas, okay, and solely on peas and rice, sorry. So this would have been, now, okay, this would have been P intersection R only. Anyway, let me get this. Oh, sorry. So remember I will just bring it back. So we had our rice here, and part of the rice we had the number in beans. Number in beans was 45. Okay, good. We had the number in sugarcane, but still those who grow rice also grow sugarcane. Is how much? Is 60. Okay, good. There we are. Then 5 focus solely on peas and rice. So therefore, number in peas and rice. Please be reminded that in set theory, the word intersection and means intersection. You can go in the playlist to have a full topic about set theory. You learn more tricks on how these scenarios are attempted. Okay, and the set language there. So number in P intersection R. But since we have over 4 crops here, we have the rice, we have the beans, we have the sugarcane, and here the Venn mentioned too. So I will add the word only there. If they haven't completed all of them, then you put there the word only. So only, that is how much. They were 5. Alright, great. Okay. Additionally, 5 farmers dedicate their land solely for rice. That means that still part of this number in rice only is equal to 5. I've told you that since we have 4 crops, we have the rice, we have the beans, we have the sugarcane, we have the peas. If they mention N2 or N3, you must add there the word only, because we haven't completed all the 4 as far as the rating is concerned. Okay, dedicate the island solely to rice. Okay, good. Now this implies that if you have to draw our Venn diagram, let's get here. If this is our Venn diagram, please, let's just have one here. This is a Venn diagram there, like that. What else to? Please, it must always be a title, but here we're still in summary. Summarize. So this is a Venn diagram. Please allow me pick some different color here. Okay, so right now for this first one, allow me call it number in P. This first one here, number in P, and this one here, allow me call it number in E. All right, number in B, beans, and that was 45. Then this one, allow me call it number in right, number in S, which is equivalent to 60. Now what you must know here, please, is okay, now someone will be asking something which you must know about this is that, please, as far as sets are concerned, we can only deal with sets if we have what we call, it can be a 2-set diagram like this, and a 3-set diagram. Now, a 3-set diagram means that you must deal with 3 items. Like, say for example, here we have 4: rice, beans, sugarcane, and peas. It means that you must deal with 3. But I've clarified, I've said, every farmer, the survey they made was of rice farmers. It means that the farmers who grow beans also grow rice, the farmers who grow sugarcane also grow rice, the farmers who grow peas also grow rice, and the farmers who grow peas also grow rice. The farmers who grow beans, the farmers who grow beans also grow rice. The farmers who grow sugarcane also grow rice. Meaning that rice is more like a universal set. Rice is a universal set. You will picture this out like this, whereby I have our circles in here, like that. Then the number in the universal here, number in the universal is the number in the rice, which was 80. Whereby now these ones are just inside. That's what you should know. Outside must say number in rice. Outside should be number in rice. The number in the universal is the total number of rice growers, because each one grows rice. So that in here we would have here the peas, we would have here the beans, we would have here the sugarcane. I don't know whether you can figure that out, this setting format, because here they say that among the 80 rice farmers surveyed, 45 grow beans. I think so. The survey was made in 80 rice farmers. So the number in the universe is the number of the farmers who grow rice. So you mean that every much you're seeing a pea, just know there's rice hidden. You're seeing a beans, there is rice hidden. You're seeing a sugarcane, there is rice hidden. All right, good. That makes some sense. Now let's go. Now let's say the number in B was 40. The number in B was 40. The number in beans was 45. So we have put it there. Now let's see. Now they say the number in P intersection R, the number in those who grow peas and rice only are 5. But then there's something I want you to know. Since rice is already in our universal, we know that whoever is inside there grows rice. Then it means that here we can remove and say, if you remove this arrow here like this, you realize that this one here gives you number in P only. Since the rice has been catered for already, it is on the outside. You mean that the number in P only is 5. So allow me come here, the number in P only, I'll put there 5. From the statement that those who grow peas and rice only are 5. Now what you do, whenever you see that, if they give you 4 crops, and they like, say for example, here we have the rice, the beans, the sugarcane, and the peas. If they give you 4 crops, then what must you do? You must make sure that the crop which is a universal, in any arrangement you have written it, you cancel it off. Like say for example, if I have number in rice, intersection beans, intersection sugarcane, here I look at this, you cancel this away, because this is a universal. Therefore you remain with the number in R, intersection S only. I don't know that it works. So whenever you see R, since this is in our universal, we shall exclude it, and the remaining value will be the one to work for us, because we all know that every farmer there grows rice. Okay, now I have the other one as 5. let's, I think, proceed. And with that, let's go and see that in the writing first of all. Okay, let's go and see that in the writing first of all. And I have that in the writing. Okay, so here we have other information, but let's first of all summarize our set, then we shall come back later to this. All right, good. So part A said, assess the ministry in determining the total number of farmers cultivating all the 4 crops. The total number of farmers cultivating all the 4 crops. Okay, shall get there. Okay, now the number of farmers growing only 3 crops. Shall get there. The chance of selecting a farmer who grows only 2 crops in Iganga district. Okay, the likelihood of selecting a farmer who does not grow peas. Okay, set the total funding required for the ministry's farmers support. Ministry's farmer support initiative. Okay, anyway, let's get there. So you always need a title. A title is a Venn diagram showing different crops grown by farmers in Iganga district. Please, you can even just say a Venn diagram showing the data. That can be enough. But remember, for item 3 and 4, you must always give a title. So you begin by letting the different letters to mean the items you have in the question. So for example, we are answering part Roman number 1. So R is for rice, B is for beans, S is for sugar cane, and P is for, all right, peas. Then next, let's go and summarize. We have this information already. So number in R, we have it as that. Number in number in beans is 45. Number in sugar cane is 60. We summarized that already. Then you have that number in P intersection R only is equal to 5. Okay. So then we shall have, now here what your meaning is, I clarified on this for simple understanding. Okay, whenever you have, look, this one here is the number in the universal, so whenever you see it in any arrangement, you always cancel it off, because we are aware that here you see P intersection rice, which is the universal, meaning that every farmer grows rice. So if they say P intersection R, it is by default. You just know that it's just, even if you summarize number in P only, because you know that every farmer there grows rice. So the writing like this is more like if someone write like this, number in P only. All right. So okay, the example here is like, we can talk about, maybe say for example, we talk about Juma, like that. Then the name as Juma is a man. So just hearing the name Juma, you just know this one is already a man. Don't you're going to saying that Juma the man. It will be a repetition, because when Juma is a he. So more like this. So when any crop you see here, just know that in the bracket there is rice. Any crop you see comes with rice. Any crop you see comes with rice. So any which is a number, which is like a number in P intersection R, it is more like just a number in P only. If some writes like this, number in P only is the same as the person who has written this. More like a repetition. Up we at the same level there. Okay. Now we have that as our 5. Very good. So I hope we are on the same page as far as the summary is concerned. And maybe let's go and look at the logic part. So okay, logic part. Allow me to clear this off such that you can analyze with the logic. All right, good. So the logic they're saying, okay, the number of farmers who grow beans. Okay, now let's start. The number of farmers who grow, right, beans. Okay, the number of farmers who grow beans. Okay, comma, sugarcane. Okay, we have, okay, peas and the rice. You join them using intersections. Okay, is equal, the word is here, is equal to those who grow. To those who grow, you start with the number in, then you start listing those who grow peas, intersection beans, intersection sugarcane, or rather those who grow peas, it is peas, sugarcane and rice. Peas, sugarcane and rice. I'll remove this. Okay, what from it is equal to those who grow peas, is letter P, peas, okay, sugarcane and rice. So sugarcane, then number in rice, like that. But I told you, whenever you see rice, it is more like writing P and S without putting rice, because we know that every farmer here grows what you call what? Rice. Okay, good. Now you realize that here, if they are equal, now what you do, if they are equal, now we can let, so for example, if when, I'll use a different color. What if when I call this one to be X, then it means that even this one also will be what? X, like that. So it implies that it implies that the number in this is x and that one is x. Let's go there and see in our summary. We continue slow but sure. Let's get there. So next we are saying, let x be the number of farmers that grow all the four crops. All the four crops are meaning rice, beans, sugarcane, and peas. Okay, good. Then the logic says, that's our logic, number in all the crops. Number in all the crops. Okay, so I think we can alright, proceed. So from our logic, we have it that the number in beans intersection sugar intersection peas and rice is equal to the number in peas intersection sugar intersection r. But remember I told you that, look, here we have the rice, but the rice has all these three like that. So the rice has the peas, the rice has the beans, and the rice has the sugar. It means that if you have an arrangement which has rice, it is the same thing. Like, let's say for example, if I say beans intersection sugar intersection rice, this is one way of writing, just as beans intersection sugar only. You exclude the rice and you add the word only. That's what I mean. Like for this, we have this one here is r, so you can exclude it. This can be a number in beans intersection s intersection peas, then you add the word only, must be equal to the number in, I said you exclude r, number in p intersection s, like that, then you add the word only. That's the implication, is equal to x. And with that we are trying to analyze the logic part, and that's the first part we have so far analyzed. Let's go and make a follow-up back to the question. Let's go there. So at this level, remember we ended at this point where in the logic part we said that the number of farmers who grow beans, sugarcane, peas, and rice is equal to those who grow peas, sugarcane, and rice, and that is the summary we had right here. It is done with that. Then next they are saying, moreover, the farmers who cultivate rice and, now let's start, this is another logic part. Moreover, the numbers who cultivate rice, meaning that number in rice and sugarcane only, that is number in rice intersection, the word and means intersection sugarcane only, right, good, are only equal in number, meaning that they are equal in number to those who grow rice, to those who grow, so number in, to those who grow rice intersection peas intersection beans. Alright, now said are fewer than. Now the word fewer than means you're going to subtract 5. So are fewer than those who grow all the crops. So are fewer than those who grow all the crops. But remember, all those who grow all the crops were x. Remember from here, those who grow beans, sugarcane, peas, and rice, they were x. So if they are fewer than those who grew, there are 5 fewer than those who grew all the crops, means that those who grew all the crops are x. It means that for this we shall have x minus 5, because they're equal. Even here we shall have x minus 5. I hope that really makes some sense. Let's get back to our summary as usual. Good. So we shall have, we all know that the number for those who grow all the crops were x, but then from the logic they said, so, and also we know that those who grow the peas, sugar cane, and rice were also x. That's all from this summary we have up here, just a repetition. Let's move. Now to break it further, what know the meaning of this? Because I told you can exclude the r and they call it p and s only, since r is a universal set. So it means that the implication of P intersection S intersection R, you exclude the R, you'll have number in S intersection P. Please, the arrangement does not matter. I've begun with S, followed by this P there. So the arrangement may not matter all that, and that is X. Let's also come and look into this. We remove the R. So shall have number in S and R only will be equal to, okay, as usual, number in, okay, now what I'm trying to break down here is, you look at this one is done have here. Okay, so now we are analyzing the other second logic where we say that the number in S and R only is equal to this and is equal to X minus 5. I think let's go back there and see. Okay, at this point, okay, good. Now, like you see, number in S and R only is equal to number in R intersection P, and they are all having X minus 5. Where did it come from? It came from the word 5 fewer than those who grow all the crops. Those who grow all the crops were X. So if they say 5 fewer than, it means that minus 5. That will work for those who grow rice, peas, and beans. And remember, they also equal to those who cultivate rice and sugarcane only. That's what we are, alright, having. I think let's go back there and have this done. Alright, good. Now let's proceed. Now next we're going to have, let's summarize the way we have that. That means that. Okay, now I was still explaining, I've already talked about this. You realize that where you have the R, like say for example here, we have the R here, we have the R. Instead of writing this whole statement like this, it's more of just writing it, having it as number in B intersection P, because we know that every farmer who grows peas, sugar, and beans grows rice as well. So it's a repetition writing this. Even if someone writes this or that, just know it's always rice. Okay, because every farmer grows rice. Okay, now let's proceed. And now in summary, you all know that we have this one is equal to this, but remember when you exclude this, the R, it gives you what you have there, like that. Okay, good. Then also, now here we had number in S and R only, which is also equal to X minus 5. But when you exclude the R, it will remain number in S only, it will be X minus 5, like that. Now next, we are going to draw our Venn diagram in the next, okay, in the next part. So let me erase off this. Okay, good. Now let's proceed. The next part, we have our Venn diagram drawn. Alright, so we are doing our Venn diagrams. Alright, good. So we are done drawing our Venn diagram. I think let's put in our sets as usual. We shall call the first set to be number in P, that is peas. Then the next set to be number in, okay, B, those are number of beans. Then lastly we have the number in S. So I think we should go back and then analyze slowly. So you realize that if you go back here, maybe we have it drawn here at first, then we transfer. So you realize that if I draw my Venn diagram here in rough sketch, a rough sketch there, a rough sketch, allow me call this to be, right, this to be P, allow me call this one to be, right, B, and allow me to call this one to be S. Now let's start putting in the values. Mind you, we must draw the Venn diagram outside like that. Now, okay, let's put in the values. So you realize that number in R is the number in the universe outside here. So the number in R is equal to 80 because every farmer grows rice. Number in B is 45, a rough sketch of this. Number in S is a 60, as simple as that. So number in P only, or is P is this. Now P only is this one here, this area. Please, you can go in the playlist to have a video or a full topic of set theory. You get to know the set language as far as these ones here are concerned. P only will appear here as a 5. Alright, good. So we are done entering this. Now remember, here we had number in P and R, but I told that where you see R, you can exclude it. Good. Since we know that every farmer who grows any crop here grows rice, so it is just number in P intersection R is the same as writing as number in P only. Simple as that. Okay, now let's go to this part. So in this part, after analyzing, you realize that the number in S and P only is X. Number in S and P only, but this one came from this area whereby we excluded the R, since we know that since they grow rice, we exclude the R, so it gives us this combination which have here. So in that place, S and P only, I'll put X. What is that? S and P, S and P, where are you? It is here, so I'll put there X. Okay, good. Then, okay, number in, okay, good. Number in, okay, remember that even those who like all the three were X. So those who like all the three were X in simple terms. So even here we'll put X without wasting time. Have X there. Now next, number in S and R only is equal to that. All it means is that number in B intersection P, but at this you close off this X, so that the number in B intersection P only is X minus 5. B intersection P is X minus 5. Shall have it as that. The next number in B, okay, I have analyzed on this. The number in S only is X minus 5. Where is S? S is this, so you shall have X minus 5. That's how we have, okay, filled in our Venn diagram. Now realize that we have two pending areas, and these are this part and that. So you can call them any letter. I can call this one to be A, and this one here to be letter B. And now with that, let's, I think, go and see how that is done. Right, good. So you're going to transfer what you had in the other part here in the Venn diagram, so it's away. Right. So what you're going to do here is we're going to, okay, have this named. Number in P is equal to that. We didn't have a total there. Number in beans, you had it as 45. Number in S, you had it as 60. Now let's plug in the values as stated, please. The values I'm going to put here are the ones we have here. The ones we have there in that Venn diagram is that I'm going to put here. So therefore, we have X there, had a 5 there, had X there, had X minus 5, 5. Now, by the way, why? Now one would ask, where is this 5 coming on the outside here? This 5 here. Okay, I think, let's go back there. You realize that in our summary, I don't want to resolve this. Somewhere here we said, is it right ink? Okay, we said that those who like, where is that? We have, okay, maybe we just go into question right away. So we had it here, that, okay, good. Now they said somewhere that, okay, 5 farmers dedicate their land to solely to rice, meaning that 5 farmers grow rice only. 5 farmers grow rice only. So it means that if you have the Venn diagram like this, Venn diagram, we have 1, 2, 3. This one is for peas, this one is for beans, this one is for sugar. You find that the only odd man out is rice, and now this one is so grow rice only. The 5 will appear outside like that. I hope that makes some bit of sense. Let's move back to, alright, the original part. Now we are entering the values, and that's how that 5 came. Alright, about, let me resolve this. Okay, I have X minus 5 there. Now we have to proceed. Now we need to get, okay, we need to get, okay, the total. But how shall we get the total? We all know that the number of those who grow rice is equal to 80. But then, how shall we get there? You know that? Okay, this whole circle, I want to add this plus this. Okay, maybe what we're going to do, let's change the arrangement. We shall add, okay, so the number of those who grow rice is equal to 80. Sorry, is equal to 80. So it means that, how shall we get that? And remember, everyone here grows rice. So everything in these circles here, and even outside the circles, whatever is in this box here, all members there grow rice, meaning that I shall say, I'll add this, okay, I'll add, alright, I'll add this plus this plus this plus this 5. Remember, this whole circle here, I'm taking it to be having a total 45. So I think, let's get there. Alright, good. So number in array is equal to 80. Now let's add. Have 45 plus x minus 5 plus 5 plus 5 equals to 80. Now I think let's see where these values are coming from. Realize that this 45 is coming from here and it's covering whatever we have in this circle here, like that. Why we are doing that is because we didn't have a value here, we didn't have a value here, so but we know the whole circle has 45. Okay, good. That means that after that circle, let me get it right here. After that circle, we are going to add this plus this plus this plus that. I realize that this 5 is the one we have there. This 5 is the one we have right there. Oh, sorry. By the way, as far as this is concerned, it's for a subtraction. Okay, I'll remove it. Okay. Okay, good. So, all right. Now the x minus 5, the one which is here, is the one you have here as that. That's how that becomes. This x is the one we have right there. This 5 is the one we have at the end there, and it will give us 80. Why 80? Is because the number in the universe is equal to 80. Why? Every farmer here, or every farmer grows rice. That's the logic we are using. And with that, let's see how it comes about. So the value of x will now give us 2x is equal to 30. And finally, we shall conclude and say, dividing both sides by 2, our x will be given as, alright, 15. But remember, we must always conclude. So therefore, we shall say, the number of farmers that plant all 4 crops is, alright, is 15. Now, one would even ask, why are we saying all the 4 crops? It's because the x is for this part, of which you know that very well this has three crops. Which 3 crops is, okay, peas, beans, and sugarcane. But remember, there is every farmer here grows rice. So when you count the peas, beans, and sugarcane plus the rice, makes it to be 4, right? 4 crops. And that, I think, answers a part in the items we have. That's a part element number 1. Maybe just have a look at it. All right, what are the rest of this? Okay, we have that. Now, okay, the total number of farmers calculating all the 4 crops, we have answered that. It has given us 15. We have answered that. Now, part B, rather than number 2, they're saying the number of farmers growing only 3 crops. Now, only 3 crops will mean, if you look at this, we have the circle, we have that, and we have that. Now, as far as this diagram, Venn diagram is concerned, under normal circumstances, you realize that originally we would be having here 3. These grow 3 crops. This grow 2. This grow 2. There also 2. Here 1, 1. But because of the rice we are growing, every farmer grows rice. It means that here we shall, instead of 3, we shall have 4. It adds by 1. Instead of here 2, we shall have 3. 3, 3. So that's what we are asking, that the number of farmers growing only 3 crops, we shall consider this area plus this area plus that. I think without wasting time, let's get there. That's part A, Roman number 2. Okay. Part A, Roman number 2. Okay, we shall begin by drawing a Venn diagram again, redrawing it. Okay, good. So with this, let's have it named as usual. Please, it is advisable to always redraw some of these values. Now, one would ask, why am I putting away 45? I think I will account for that. So we have number in B is 45 again. Number in S is 60. We plug in the values. Okay, have there 5, 5, 15, 15, a 10, a 10. Have the letter A and letter B because those were originally unknowns. Now, let's see. We want to see now maybe why that one is like that. Let's go there and see. Please realize that since our x is 15, it means that in this area we shall have 15 in the other next part. Now this means that 15 minus 5, it will give you a 10. That's why I have a 10 on the other side. X is as usual 15 here. So x minus 5 will give you a 10 because x is 15. That's why we have this in this next part. there. That's why I have this 10 here, this 10, the 15, the 15, a 10, a 5, like that. So now we need to get back here. So now we need to get this other area. Okay, something here. We need to get the value of this area here and also the value of that area. So let's go there. You can't work out a Venn diagram if some parts are not completed. So now I want to pick it from. We have called this area to be A, but we all know that that part is in the set number in S is equal to 60. So when you add everything which is here, the sum will get 60, and with that we shall have the value of A. Let's see that. So 15. Okay, yeah, you see that the 15 we have is that, plus another 15 here, plus a 10, plus the 8, so it gives us the 60. Let's again that we can get the value of A. Okay, when we get the sum of this plus that, we get, alright, 40. Then we shall see what's the value of A. The additive inverse will give us A is equal to 20. Alright, so you have the value of A, like we are, then we can proceed. So we have put our 20 in green. It's here. We have put our 20 in green. Let's now continue. So now we also need the value of B, but the value of B will be got from the number in this circle, which is 45. A sum gives us that value of B. Okay, now there we shall say. Alright, good. So number in B will give us 45. Then we have the sum, just like we did in the first day. Okay, but when getting the value of A, we shall have that. And then finally, okay, the additive inverse will give us the value of B will be given as alright, 0. Please, F15 is done we have here, this 10 is done we have there, this 20 is done we have there, and this B is done we have there. The 45 is the one for that whole, okay, Venn diagram, or the number in, okay, B. Alright, good. So we have the value of B is equal to 0. I think let's get it there. Okay, now remember they wanted to know the number of farmers who grow 3 crops. The number of farmers who grow 3 crops, and I explained 3 crops will be this part plus this part plus that part, and that is a 10 which have there, a 15 which have here, a 20 which have there, and that will give us a total of 45 farmers, and that has been fully answered. All right, good. Let's go and now look at the next part in the items we have. All right, good. So let's go there. Okay, good. Now remember number 3 thing, the chance of selecting a farmer who grows only 2 crops. By the way, I explained here the chance of selecting farmers who grow only 2 crops. Now remember I told you that in the normal sets, since you have 4 crops here, where you see 1, now the 2 crops shall use this area, and that, of which in other set diagrams this will be one only. So you're going to consider this plus that plus that. Let's still go back there. Okay, number of farmers who grow only 2 crops will be, okay, as explained before. Realize that I said we add this which have there, we add, alright, we add this 10 which have there, and remember, plus this value of B, but the value of B was equal to 0, which you have right there as our 0, and that will give us 15 farmers. But remember they want a chance, which is a probability, and the chance means that 15 over the number in the universe, which is 80. Let's get there. So probability is given by the number of farmers who grow only 2 crops over the number in the universal, and that we have probability is given by the 15 over the 80, and that, okay, gives us the whole sum. Okay, that's the chance. Please, you can divide this and have it in decimals strictly to, okay, 4 decimal places. Part A, Roman number 3 has been successfully answered. Let's go back to the question and we see. Now, okay, Roman number 4, they're saying the likelihood of selecting a farmer who does not grow peas. The likelihood of selecting a farmer who does not grow peas. Now, a farmer who does not grow peas means what? It means that, okay, like so for example, if you have these 3 sets here like this, and here we have our, okay, peas, we have here our beans, and here I have our sugar. Those who don't grow peas, we will shade away the whole set of peas. Then the remaining part gives you the answers. I hope that makes some sense. Let's go back there and see. likelihood of a farmer who does not grow peas. You cover the whole set of peas, then you get the final answer. What I'm meaning is, maybe some clarification here. What I'm meaning is that we shall call off this whole set of peas, shade it off. You don't count it, you don't count this. We remove that whole set. Just imagine you have shaded off the whole set of peas. Now our answers will be this one plus this plus that plus that. That will be the answer for that part. Farmers who don't grow, okay, peas, and that will be in the next part. Let's go there. Part error number 4. So number that will be 10 plus 20 plus 0. Okay, plus 5. That will give us 35 farmers in simple terms. That here we the probability. Therefore, we shall say probability is equal to number of farmers who don't grow peas over the number in the universal, and that will give us the 35 over universal, which was 80 in simple terms, and we have that right completed. Now finally, let's wind up with this question. With the first time we call it off. Now that is part A, rather part B in simple terms. So part B have it as, they are saying, allow me to resolve this. So set the total funding required for the ministry's farmer support initiative. Okay, maybe about the total funding we have it here. I didn't read this part because it had no effect on the first part we answered. They're saying that a farmer who cultivates all the 4 crops, okay, all the 4 crops will receive this. Saying that all the 4 crops the farmer receives 3 millions. That is it. Oh, the one who cultivates only 3 crops, only 3 crops will get on shillings 2 millions. Okay, how about only 2 crops? Only 2 crops the farmer will receive how much? 1 million. Okay, 1.5 million or 1,500,000. Then for a single crop will receive on 1 million, like that, 1M. So this is the logic. Now we must go and see those who grow all the 3 crops, and those who grow all the 3 crops are here. Okay, please, I hope you memorize this. 4, we have 3, 2, 1.5 and 1. Let's go there. We get this done quickly. Allow me to resolve this. Yeah, okay, allow me still resolve this. Right, good. Still allow me to resolve this. Okay, now maybe to explain the other part I was talking about. Remember, we had it as those who grow 4 crops, those who grow 3 crops, those who grow 2 crops and 1. Here they are giving them 3 million Uganda shillings. Here they are giving them 2 million Uganda shillings. Here they are giving them 1.5 million Uganda shillings. Here they are giving them, okay, 1 million. Now what must mean about this? You must know that where you see 4 crops is this value here, that 15 you're seeing. Okay, so for 4 crops it is now 3 million times 15. That's what you shall have there, like that. Okay, now also where is the 3 crops? The 3 crops is a combined value, this plus this plus this times the 2 millions. Those are the number of farmers there. 2 crops we have, it is this plus this plus this times that, okay, 1.5 millions. Then 1 crop is this one outside, the one who grows rice only, times that 1 million. Let's go there and conclude. Okay, let's conclude. Alright, good. So we have the table already complete. But maybe something we didn't look into was about the shillings they give. Maybe let's go and look at this also. Now about the shillings, we have explained it. Let's now go and see. So they say for a single crop will receive. Okay, now they're saying for a single crop. Now here there's something we skipped out. Now about shillings, we have explained. Let's now what else. It comes with another price. Now, if they are now in terms of tractors, those who grew 4 crops, 3 crops, 2 crops, and 1. In terms of tractors, you realize that those who grow 4 crops will receive 4 tractors. You have that. You see that here 4 tractors. Those who grow only 3 crops will have also 3 tractors. You have that. Then a farmer who grows 2 crops will receive 2 tractors, like that. Then a single crop will receive 1 tractor. It means that you shall also calculate the number of tractors as well. And there you shall just be applying 4 times 4, the number there times the tractors we have there. Okay. Like so for example, for this we had 15 farmers. So times the 4 tractors. How many tractors will I have in total? Let's go back there. Okay, now we shall say the crops planted, number of tractors, and the extra money given. Okay, you all know that. For those who planted the 4 crops, were how many? There were 15. Please from here. Okay. 4 crops were 15 from here. They were here 15. So you're going to use 15 all through. Let's go back there. Okay. Wait a bit. So there were 15. So let's see. It will be 4 times 15. Why? Because they say they give 4 tractors for 4. Those who grow 4 crops, they give them 4 tractors each. Times how many are they? 15. We shall get a 60. Then again, remember for this part, they gave them 3 million. Now let's see the money they get. It will be now 15 times 3 millions, which will give us 45 millions. Next, those who grow 3 crops. Those who grow 3 crops were 45. So the 3 tractors times the 45 people will give us 135. Please, the 45 is coming from the Venn diagram. We got a sum of that. That part which has this 3 crops, we are picking it from this area, this, and that. Okay, now in terms of money, we shall have that. Okay, we do the same for the next part. 2 crops to be 2 times. Okay, 15. 2 crops to 15. Okay, farmers. In terms of money, we shall get 15 times 1,500,000. I shall get. Alright, 45 millions. Lastly, for 1 single crop, we shall have that. And finally have that. So yeah, you realize that those who grow a single crop were given 1 tractor, but remember there were 5 farmers. Now those who grow a single crop, they're the ones outside the circles. We had the circles like this, but we had that 5 outside. It is the one we have there, and you have them as a okay. 5. They will get 5 tractors, and then 5 million. Okay, Uganda shillings. Let's I think conclude slowly. Let's get the total in each case. So the total in each case will be 230 tractors. That is if you add everything here, you get that. Then here shall get 185 millions. That is if you add everything here back there. Okay, and I hope that makes some sense. I would request we end here. Please, after this video there will be another video which will pop up. Maybe you can find it important, and also hit in it and watch more important and sweet videos like this one. I wish you well.